What's up, people? Simon will be along shortly. Bat, what's going on, Damoose? Best I could do. What's up, Rob? Exender. Oh, what's up, Mr. Shifter? How's it going? I wish I could speak Spanish, but I suffered a hit in the head over the other day, and I've got a little bit of amnesia where I've forgotten Spanish. I've forgotten Spanish. That's it. I got hit in the head. Man, what a. Last time I do that, trust that SOB, pitch A MFer. What's up, Chris? Where's Simon? Which if that's what I think you mean, Alexander, that was pretty funny. Gotta say that. Follow me on Facebook. That's right. Follow my Facebook channel. The Moose NBL. Julio Iglesias. Lance should be along shortly. He had some hats he was trying to get done. The one through chemo and healing slowly. Still going to go through surgery, Craigie. You talking about yourself, Alexander? Low blood pressure. What's up, Eddie? Is that Alexander saying that stuff about low blood pressure and is in the emergency room? The father of the triplets. Okay, is there home to bed emergency? Okay, appendix removal. Ouch. What's up, Boo? Just let me win the jackpot. Yeah. If I win it, I promise to send you some money. Hey, Boo, Steven Seagal, police officer near you. East Wind. Nah, he was south of NOLA. I saw some, I can't think of his name right now, Boo, but I just heard a song from a guy from Louisiana, a new artist from Louisiana. I have no idea what his name is. First time I heard him was about 10 minutes ago. But it sounded pretty good. Oh, enough of this fake stuff. Simon said grow a fake beard, so I did the best I could. Oh, man. I appreciate y'all hopping in. 19 in. How many thumbs we got up, NBL? It's probably the banjos. Lots of country artists. This is a brand new one. Like just had his first number one hit. It'll be difficult, Boo. 18. Okay. But how many thumbs up do we got? It says 18 watching. Still don't see how many thumbs up we have. Or Simon has, I should say. Simon has 9 thumbs up. Come on, people. We're missing a few. Ten thumbs up. Thank you, Des. The Moose. Hopefully Simon comes in here. We're helping them out. They should be along. He actually canceled it. It was scheduled one time earlier, but he scheduled it. Kept hearing all these alerts and all these alerts. Thumbs up thing. Hey, it helps, man. Big Brother YouTube sees all them thumbs up. They start promoting it. It's the way I understood it anyway. What happens if I leave a chat? I got Simon's channel here. I got full control over it. So anybody want to send some money to Simon, this would be the perfect time to send him some super chats. Just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it because then I have to refund it to him. Don't believe that lie. If you appreciate Simon, there you go. I had to turn my radio off and everything. 10 thumbs up. Man, we have been getting some crazy rain here in Texas. We got coastal flash floods. East wind, that's like the people, that's a lie that people get. Give me a few minutes, folks. It's all, folks. It's like the people get unsubscribed from others. They say that just for an excuse when they don't watch the videos. No, it's true, man. I've seen that stuff happen. Miss Moffitt, how are you? Yeah, I have actually seen that happen. You just stop getting alerts for people's lives. Wonder if Lance told Russ. I need some we can get some backup here going until delete, compose until our host shows up. Send, I say, send. No subject, just send. Oops. All right, I'm back. I must be unsubscribed from you, Lance, because I didn't get an alert from your live stream on Sunday. We didn't have a live on Sunday. George called me up. I think it was like 2:30. Saying he wasn't going to make it. And I was like, dang, going it. And I was like, I didn't even feel like messing with it. Being, I just sent it to Russ, Simon. But anyhow, George said something on Sunday about 2:30. It was late. It's Mother's Day. I just said, heck with it. Canceled it. Chris and Mike subscribed to George, not Lance. It's all right. As long as one of them gets it. Speaking of subscribers, man, my subscribers have finally, it's like it turned the corner. It's starting to pick up. Brother Steven, what's up, my friend? Jeffe to you. I think that's good. Don't make me Google something right now. NBL, what's El Jeffe? Like I can trust what NBL's going to tell me. He's going to go along with the joke. Dez won't lie. Dez. Was the girl? No, it was a guy singer. I wish I'd paid more attention. I was hearing music in the background. So, oh, it's a good song. And then next thing I know, when the song's over, it says new artist from Louisiana. I said, really? What's El Jeffe, Miss Des? Lance. Little brother Steven. Boss. Oh, is that what that means? El Jeffe? Yeah, I like that. Boo equals boss. Thank you, NBL. Thank you, Des. I thought for sure if it was something silly that JH El Jefe. Now you call me fat. Look at that. Call me a heifer. You want to share the link here, Mr. Velez? Well, I don't care. Maybe we should ask Lance. Last time I did that, though, that blew up in my face. So I don't know that that's really what I need to be doing here. The moose, what's cracking? Hefe sounds like a H, even though it is a J. Hernandez sounds like Hernandez. Yeah. Hernandez. NBL, be looking in your mailbox. Actually, it should have been there. You know what? I need to track that. Should have actually been in your mailbox yesterday or today. We're going to find out. Excuse me, people, while I go into a very important mission here. Oh, now they're saying it's arriving tomorrow. It's supposed to have been Tuesday or Wednesday. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Pardon. 1,000 pardons. 1,000 pardons. My mistake. Yeah, you're getting a blow-up doll, NBL. Oh, shoot. Guess I gave that one away. We got 21 in. This is good. Thank you, Alexander. Yeah, I should have thought about that. Simon's live. That's Tuesdays. Man, I need a haircut. Short notice, man. I didn't get makeup or nothing. Didn't get no makeup on. Blow up doll of Daddy Dutch. I left that part out, Simon. Oh, Lance, I see that big old tube of lubricant back there. Yeah, man. That's white lithium. Less friction. You left the cabinet door open. we're going to try NBL's blow up of Kent first before we forward it to him. Oh no, not Daddy Dutch. So his Randy blow up doll. Gave it to Lance to auction off. Oh, for your frog. Yeah, that's it. The frog. Man, that's what I need to do too. I need to get it. I got 3 days off, man. I'm feeling like Randy. Been working and working, retired, man. I need side jobs, man. I got more people bothering me now. Dag. Comes to the troops. What's up, Russ?
I didn't think Simon was going live. I looked at 8:30 and I didn't see a sign of nobody. I said, "Oh well."
He is having some issues, so he canceled it.
Yeah.
And he knows he can always ask me, but I guess he just didn't want to impose. So,
hey, everybody.
Time to up your prices, Lance. He didn't want to impose on me or anybody for that matter. And I just told him, yeah, let's do it. So I set it up about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But
he's having internet issues or something. Is that what you were saying?
Family issues.
Okay.
Family issues.
I thought you meant having
time to up
technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of something stupid to say the last minute. I was embroidering some hats.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have sent that email, I wouldn't have knew y'all were alive because, like I said, I looked. I gave it 3 minutes, and finally I went back to what I was watching on Netflix.
Yeah, well, that's why I sent you an email. I didn't know if anybody else was going to hop up.
Yeah.
And Simon should be here shortly. I'm not going to push him. So
yeah,
I said, well, man, I need someone to help bail me out here because I'm running out of stupid things to say. So how was the crawfish boil? It looked good.
We had a blast. It was really good. Everybody enjoyed it. Had a good time. That's always a lot of fun. Really good.
I might just heckle you from the chance. I might just heckle. I might heckle.
I'll be honest with you, man. I wasn't sure if I was doing one this year with the way it started off. Those are good sized crawfish.
Were they?
They were still a little pricey. My youngest son, he ended up buying the 2 sacks. They were $2.89 a pound for the large. Then we bought the shrimp and all the sides and all the everything else.
Full juice is not.
Yeah,
I had to laugh.
We come out better than he did, but man, just for that we probably, with what he's got and what I got, we probably got $300 in that one cook, man. It's just ridiculous what it costs.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy today on this little paint job I'm working on, and I asked him if he had any crabs yet. He's had crabs once this year, but someone brought him over, like they were visiting him. So they brought some crabs over for him and his wife and them to sit down and pick. I said, well, that was nice. I said, man, I'm not paying that kind of money for
you're talking about blue crabs. I was going to tell you about a medicine you can get over the counter. You said he had crabs. So.
Yeah. I was going to get them, and I was like, I really wouldn't mind having. Actually, Mother's Day. Did I hear that Lance has crabs? Actually, Mother's Day, I talked to her because my wife loves crab dip. It's a big thing of hers. She likes crabs, but she won't eat them cold, and she likes stuffed shrimp.
Oh, I like stuffed shrimp with crab meat. Ooh, boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good as shit. But we ended up with Chinese, because everything's so damn expensive. And I was like, I'm not paying it, and if other people stop paying it, then, they'll adjust the stuff. But otherwise, I would love to have some crabs, but I'm not
Well,
going
see,
to pay that what they're getting for $75 for a dozen crabs. And I was like,
I tell you
stupid.
what industry is really hurting, and I know this because my oldest friend and best buddy, he that's what he does for a living is shrimp, and they flooded the market with all these imports. I'm talking about enough for 2 years, frozen imports, and it is just they can't get the price they need for shrimp right now. They had to buy all this diesel. Deckhands got to make their share. It's just they can't hardly do it no more. People are selling their boats and everything else.
Is that right?
Yeah,
And because it's being import, you're saying?
because the imports have flooded the market,
Right.
and so the fact that there's not a supply and demand because of how that goes into the price that houses are willing to pay you, and
Right.
they can't get the money they need. So it's bad, man, because nobody wants to eat imported shrimp if they know what the heck they're eating compared to U.S. caught, U.S.
Right.
wild caught. East Coast shrimp, Gulf shrimp, man, can't beat it. It's like the best.
Yeah, they're getting well, we will see. But because really the price right now it's bad time for me to be judging crab prices because you know while they're still light paper shells right now they're going to be cost you more because they're not as plentiful, but they're starting to come in pretty good for us. Our weather still, I mean, we had um, last Saturday up to yesterday. What's up, Guggen? I
That's
think that
right. That's right,
we were,
AJ.
we were in the 40s at night, so that
Yeah.
kills our water temps. But I'm it's going. It wouldn't surprise me to see 250 for a bushel this year, maybe even 300. And I'm not going to pay it.
I'll go down and catch them. I got all the crab nets I need. I can buy a
Right,
few chicken necks and come home with a couple, 2 or 3 dozen easy, right off a pair.
right.
Our crabs get real thick right here on our coast, like around July and August. Man, you can tear them up, just using those little nets like that.
Right. Well, I texted you one day when I saw that old couple out of Florida.
Yeah.
I think they were females, but man, everything they were catching off that pier were
Yep.
dark crabs. I'm like, good Lord, man. I
They
wish.
come over here quite a bit in crab. They were in Pascagoula on one of them things, and they said on like near Biloxi, but they wasn't in Biloxi because they were standing there, and I could read the sign behind them. I used to crab off that same pier. It's right on the Pascagoula River, and the mouth of it goes into the Gulf.
Right.
And we used to catch all kind of crabs right there, man. I know exactly where they were at.
Yeah, it
No,
was. I think that's the one where they went home because they're staying in a room or something. I don't know if it's a B&B or what they're doing, but
yeah,
uh, they went home and made a crab pizza with it, and I said, well, that looked pretty good.
hmm. Yeah, they're always catching and then cooking them up on their videos. They're
I
pretty
know,
popular
dude.
for an old couple like that. They do good.
Yeah. It didn't look as good as the one that I sent you a picture of, Guggen. That thing, man, that would look excellent. But this was just, they kept it real chunky. They didn't really use any like cheeses or anything. I can't remember what they put down for a base, um, like a sauce or something. But
Yeah, kind of like I don't know what kind of sauce I would put on a pizza like that. I tell you what goes good with crab because I've done it on top of steaks, and that's like a hollandaise sauce. You put the hollandaise on top of the steak, and then put that big lump crab meat on top of it. A little bit of seasoning, a little bit of extra salt and pepper, maybe.
I sent
Sure.
Guggen a picture of one, and man, that thing looked good.
Yeah.
Some place in Maryland, some restaurant in Maryland, if I remember correctly, was making them. But man,
Hmm.
that thing looked excellent.
Sounds good. I don't think I've ever had a blue crab pizza or any kind of crab pizza, but
Yeah,
I'd try it. I'm a pizza
yeah.
connoisseur, man. I love them.
I see. So did that video that went live? Yeah, the crawfish boil.
Huh?
The crawfish boil that already went live, right?
Yeah, you commented on it.
Yeah, I thought so
It
because
went
I got
live. I posted. I wasn't gonna do it till yesterday, Monday, and man, I went to editing. That was Saturday, and Sunday morning I got up, started editing. About 5 o'clock, I was wrapping up. I was like, well, crap. I'm just gonna whip out a quick thumbnail and throw it out there. I'm glad I did.
yeah.
It's doing pretty good.
All
Hopefully,
right.
it'll keep on growing. It's one of the what I'm used to is a video kind of taking off for a day or two and then just dying on the vine, but this one seems to be hanging in there.
All right.
It's picking up pretty good. So we'll see.
Because I saw Mojo had posted,
Appreciate
and that's why I was thinking, was it Mojo or was it you that posted the video? But I had to laugh when
No,
that guy was showing him about how to squeeze and suck. And he squeezed it so hard that thing just exploded on him. He had stuff running on his arm and everything else. Mojo did.
you got
Yeah,
a pink right there where the tail ends, and it poop
yeah,
pops out of the shell.
yeah. Well, I gotta laugh at that one.
Appreciate it, MBL. Yeah, you commented that that's one of them type parties you would
Yeah, you find me passed out in
yeah
a chair
passed
with
out under a
alcohol.
shade tree or something.
Yeah, all that good times and people enjoying themselves and good food, seafood. I know I'd drink myself to taking a nap. But it had been having fun.
Oh yeah, we had a good time. Mojo's cool. I met him, and I don't think I had her on none of the footage. Tracy, his wife, and the reason I know why, because I was filming people eating, and she don't eat seafood, and not that crawfish is seafood, but we did have shrimp in there too. She don't
Yeah.
eat anything like that. So
So the mushrooms, I know, well, mushrooms will just soak up anything. But so what is that? How you just go in there, put one on a fork, and pop it in the mouth and start chewing?
you
Or you
screw a fork, man. This is finger food. Reach in there and grab one. Kanaka
yeah,
sausage. That sausage is so freaking good. You want to put that in right there towards the end. You know what I'm saying? Right before, or actually, you can throw it in there when you do your crawfish. Just heat it up and then cool it down. Man, it was good.
but that so you'll eat it with the sausage? Is that what you're saying, or just
No, I'm saying when you add your salt, this is true with any kind, like red beans and rice. Tarina used to be bad about this. She would put sausage in at the very beginning, and man, by the time you ate the red beans and rice, the sausage has completely changed its texture and everything. And finally, I just had to explain. I said, "Look, this is smoked sausage. It's fully cooked. All you want to do is warm it up. Throw it in there at the very end or close to the end, you
right?
know." And I said, I promise you, it's going to be so much better. And that's what she started doing. She finally listened to me. But I do that with anything that gets sausage like that, throw it in right at the end.
So how many FUs did you get before she took it in? FU,
I,
I've always done this way. FU,
I,
I know what I'm doing.
she's hard to hit. I know how to cut, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't say you don't. She makes good red beans and rice. Of course,
All
she
right.
uses my recipe. She really does. But the whole trick to red beans and rice, a lot of people mash them and everything else to get them thick. So don't do that. Just leave them uncovered and have about that much water over the top of them and let them sit there and cook. In about 3 hours, all that reduces down and they kind of create their own gravy. Just super tender, man. I love it, red beans and rice. But that's how we do that and the way we season them. Crawfish etouffee, that's good stuff. Made it plenty of times.
So I hear you got a gift too from Mojo.
I did. Matter of fact, I done ate all the beef jerky. He went and met my buddy Brian Ducharme, and anyway, he had a big bag of the burnt end beef jerky, which I love. And then it
Right.
had two other flavors. It had pecan. I think that was hickory. That's gone. I finished it off today. I've been pigging out on some beef jerky. There's the big bag right there. It's empty.
Yeah.
But that ain't all they gave me. I knew Brian had a place right there in Van Cleve, close to where my son lives. But anyway, he got me some of this Bayou dust. I've had all this stuff before. That's a big bottle. I've never had that big bottle.
I like the Bayou dust.
You got to excuse my fingernail. I've been helping my buddy today, trying to get a rental ready. Bayou steak dust. I might be using that soon.
Yeah, I saw that. I have not tried that one though, but I did see that.
This is Smokehouse Bayou glaze and marinade. Now this is my favorite barbecue sauce of all of them. People ask me. There it is.
Yeah.
That has got South written all over it, man. It's got that little bit of twang on the back end. It's got just a touch of sweet and some heat. It's got all them elements, not overpowering on any of them, you know. But anyway, yeah, he's proud with it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, look at a huge bag of jerky.
Yeah, there was two smaller.
What's that?
There was two of the smaller size. I done threw them away. This one needs to go in the trash too. I just finished it off earlier. But that's big pieces of jerky. You got to tear them in half, you know. Yeah, see where it says burn ends on it?
Yeah.
Burn ends.
Oh, you caught me off guard. Where's Simon? Yep, burn ends.
Yeah. And that recipe is one of his better ones. And it was total accident the way that came to be. But it was so good, he just kept replicating it. But all this is made at the USDA facility now, but they had to dial in his recipes. It took months and months and months for them to get the same flavor that he can get, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
You didn't do slushies at the crawfish bowl, right?
No, I would have had to drag that thing over there, man. I ain't putting that in the car. The thing's 125 pounds and bulky, you know.
All right.
No, we had plenty of beer. No, I still got all my stuff to make the pina coladas with, so I'll just invite some buddies over here one night for that.
The last guy you introduced, he was the guy that has the junkyards and all that.
Yeah, that's Robert. Rob, I call him Rob. Yep, that's who I've been helping. I helped him. All last week in the afternoons. I helped him today. It's a rental trailer he's got on some property, and whoever rented it before just. Man, they were bad tenants. They stole his refrigerator out of there, stole every light bulb that was in there, and just left holes in the walls, and he's taking them to court. But anyway, we installed a new garden tub. He got rid of that old crap out of there, and it's got a stand-up shower, and we had to do all the plumbing because nothing's in the location it used to be, you know. So we had to get all that set, run all the plumbing to it, hook the faucets up. And today we actually did the last few connections on the water lines, and turned the water on, checked for leaks, make sure the drain didn't leak, and just double checking our work. Everything was good. So
use PEX.
Yeah, well, it had that old butyl type, that gray stuff, but we had to tie into that with PEX.
Okay.
And use those shark tooth push on. Man, I love them things. You talk about fast. Holy crap.
Yeah, them shark bites are pretty cool.
Shark bites. That's it.
I haven't quite got my I haven't quite become comfortable with those things yet, and I don't know why, other than just
they'll hold up to 250 psi, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
no, I know my uncle and all of them used to use them all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm just one of those ones that's going to take a little while to accept a
Yeah.
change like that, But they work great. They're so convenient,
Oh
so convenient.
man, they will go. They went from PEX to that gray looking butyl or whatever it's called, and then we had the actual faucet for that tub. It didn't have a manifold that had it had like some flex pipe made out of copper that had a T in the middle, and I took last night and saw soldered those connections. We had to kind of like build our own manifold, and we had to drill the holes through that tub and everything to mount all that. And that's what we done last night. But it's all working good.
So I guess that's I did. Is that what it had in there before?
It didn't have PEX. It had the
No,
butyl.
I mean I'm sorry. The garden tub. Is that something it had
It
before?
had a solid round one, man. It was ugly. It looked like something out of the 70s or something. It was dog ass ugly. And the one he's got now is kind of the big oval shape. It's like a regular garden tub or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Polybutylene. That's it. Yeah, that's what it is. But go live, Russ. I am live. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not live, but I'm on a live. That counts.
I don't know what he was getting at with that. As he was talking about something, maybe when you said something about having the mixture to still do the slushies with or something.
Oh, he means go live when we do that. Yeah, that might be funny.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, that might would be fun. Have a few guys over here. Have Jim and Rob over here. I finally got my garage that part done for like when I do lives out there, but it's freaking summertime. My garage is not air conditioned, so them lives might have to wait the fall of the year before I do lives out there for the other channel.
Yeah.
I'm not quite through with it. I'm through with it, but I'm not through. There's certain lighting and all I want to put in there. I spent all last week doing my projects, and then afternoon I go there and help him. I'm like, dang, it feels like I'm at work again, which is
Yeah.
good. I feel better.
Yeah. No, it is. But when it's like day after day after day after day. It's starting to get old because it's been going like that for over 2 weeks, probably pushing 3 weeks now. And I'm just like, man, I want to go fishing. I want to do something different. I want to
Yeah.
be retired.
Well, you're actually working for other people doing their jobs, or what? I'm messing around here, but I'm up and doing stuff.
Yeah. Did you get the that blackboard up yet in the shop?
I've got all the OSB in every bit of it. It's all been painted black, and I built that table. It's black. I got my welding table beside that. I hung that art up. But Chris Goodlander with Lone Star Grills, he's cut me out my channel name with his CNC plasma cutter. It's gonna be 16 inches long, 6 inches wide. Skill Savvy DIY. And when
Oh,
I
is that
get
right?
that, I told him, I said, I want carbon steel, mild steel. That way I can rust it and get that patina look like I did on everything else in there.
Right.
And I'm going to make a box out of like some 2-inch flat bar, go around and take those LED lights and run on the inside and put some red transparent plexiglass in behind the lettering, and it's going to illuminate. It'll be on my wall.
Right.
And you'll see it. I'm using some carbon steel pipe, 3/4 inch. That's what I did already on one side going up with a junction box at the very top, and I painted the junction boxes and the receptacle boxes and everything red. Got stainless covers on them. I got a light switch now for a LED light I got there for a work light. That sucker is really bright. And on the other side, I'm gonna come out of that receptacle box. It's got 2 receptacles. This has got 2, so I got 8 receptacles within 5 foot of each other. But I'm gonna come up with that same pipe and give it that patina look. Then I'm gonna actually bring it into that side of the sign. I was first wanting the wiring behind it so you didn't see no wire. I said, no, I'm gonna use that pipe like that and give it that patina look to where it matches the sign itself. What's up, Simon?
Hey.
So someone,
Let me grab a beer.
that's what I need to do.
All right, let me fix something.
My
There we go.
relief is here. I'm gonna get a beer, Simon.
All right, go ahead.
Oh,
Hey, so how's everybody doing? Oh, this is co-streaming to Facebook. Okay. Didn't realize I was on Facebook too. Let me go check that real quick. Oh. How's it going, Ross?
Oh man, it's going. Yeah, I checked in at 8:30.
Yep.
Well, first I checked in about 7:30 to see if I was live. He wasn't live, which he said he wasn't going to be going live that much anymore.
well,
So at
21st,
8:30.
I think, for this next one.
Okay.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think 21st is his. Oh, look at that. I am live.
Okay, yeah, that's 7 days from now. Yeah.
That tasted good. I can't stand having my phone on too.
On or off?
On. It drives me crazy. Because I see what I did like 2 minutes later. Pops up on a screen. Every time I see it, it spooks me.
That would excite you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Sound. It's got chilly again, man. It says it's 62 right now, but and rainy, man. Boomba's been getting that Texas rain because it's all it's been doing is raining.
Oh my God, boy, we had some storms rolled through here yesterday and last week. We had some bad wind and everything. Kind of north of me, well, Bankley, where I was at the other day, they had trees and everything go down yesterday.
What's up, boo?
I think I'm gonna shoot a video tomorrow for my new channel. It's been a few weeks since I've done anything. I've been so busy doing other crap.
Yeah, I got to think about what I'm going to do. I got next 3 days off, well, including the weekend, got Saturday and Sunday for that matter, but I need to get a cook in. I got a video already edited and set for Friday, but I need to keep it going. So I don't feel like I'm under a gun. I can just do it and we'll have dinner.
Yeah.
That's my video.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot 2 videos. I think Saturday.
It's all right.
Yeah, so I'll do one for next week and then the one maybe the following week. I might wait another. I might shoot another one in between and post that one and then post the second one the week after that.
Well, if you didn't film it, anybody can call it badass, Guggen. I made a badass brisket myself last Saturday, but I forgot to film it.
I made some badass crawfish.
He did film it.
Actually, God made them. I just cooked them. That's all.
Guggen brought out his stick burner pits and spits over the last weekend. So they destroyed the world famous Cajun restaurant and dance hall yesterday. Really?
I think it was Louisiana. One person died in them storms that just rolled through here yesterday.
Jeez.
It is, Guggen. That break I took, man, it was like no press and play. It was like, God, man, this is fantastic.
They go a lot faster, don't they?
Yeah.
I tell you what, man, the way I done that video, on that crawfish, I don't think I've ever had one that relaxed in my life. I got there a little bit earlier, and when I walked around that pot showing everything, I did that with nobody around but my son. And then people were talking; they didn't even know I was shooting a video. I mean, they probably knew it, but they wasn't paying no attention. I'm like, boy, that went good, went real good. I didn't have to. Derek was there, he used to do all my cameras and all. He never volunteered, and I never asked. I pretty much done got used to it again, But yeah, that one went well. There's Phil go.
Yeah. So everybody enjoyed itself. It's safe to assume. There's nice looking shrimp.
Oh yeah, real nice size too. They were good.
Who saw Russ's video this past weekend?
Huh?
No, I'm asking who saw your video this past weekend and had their iPhone go off. Siri.
Oh yeah. The Hey Siri thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shut up, Siri.
Okay. You said set a timer for 5 minutes, and my tablet goes off and my phone goes off. Like shit.
Yeah, when I was editing, man, every time I'd get to that part, I'd have to turn it off. I'm like, God bless it. That's one reason I quit doing it. It got to be so aggravating when I was editing.
Did you?
But it is handy though, the way you don't forget,
Did you try that let your battery die thing, Simon?
Not on purpose, but it happened to me. Must have been Sunday. But it was late at night, so I let it die, and then I plugged it in. I forgot what I was doing. I was like at 2%, and then it died on me. But I don't know if it does anything to it. I mean,
what was you trying to do?
He was saying that he can't unplug his phone, more or less.
I mean, I can, but this is a 2-year-old phone, and the battery starts to drain pretty quick.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, mine was starting to do that here a while back, probably about 8 months ago. I noticed it being kind of short-lived, and so I let it go all the way down, like to 2%, and fully charged it. And ever since I've done that, I ain't had no more issues. I don't know but I also went in there and started turning off all these notifications. Them suckers would drain a battery.
Yeah, I turn off a lot of apps that I don't use like normally.
Yeah.
They're all off. They're not under my settings. I turn them off there.
Well, that's why I told Simon to try, because I did the same thing in my Droid. My phone's not even 2 years old and it started acting up like that. But my DeWalt battery tools, I'll do the same thing. I'll let them run all the way down. Otherwise, you'll start using them, and then you seem like you get about half the use out of it before you got to get a new battery. So I'll let the DeWalt tools die completely before I put them on a charger. But I did that to my phone a couple weeks ago, and it's like you said. I mean, this is day 2, and I'm still at 31% right now.
Oh, I can't go a day without charging my phone. At the end of the day, I'm at like at 17% in the evenings.
Yeah.
Then I'll plug it in at night, and it's 100% in the morning again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ, they're expensive pots. That's for people that do them all the time, like when they're in season. Or a lot of these people actually do competitions. It's good for those because you can turn so many out so fast, man. It didn't take me no time to knock both of them batches out.
Yeah.
I was done. Plus, you can time it and everything.
Yeah,
With shrimp, you can get any pot to a boil and turn it off. So, as soon as you put shrimp in, turn it off. You don't need it boiling no way for shrimp.
Right.
Crabs, I usually boil 3, maybe 4 minutes, and then I'll let them just sit there and soak. And that pot's going to steadily cool. You know what I'm saying? Some people boil 15 minutes, and that's too much. Unless you clean them first. Let me see what she wants.
There you go, folks. 100 likes, and Phil guy will twerk.
Russ will twerk.
Now Phil go will twerk first.
Oh, feel good. That's what worked for one. They had where you said in that video too, you were going to use that pot to steam some crabs too, aren't you?
Yeah, it come with that steaming platform and everything. You adjust that anywhere inside that basket. And
Oh, really? I was
yeah.
trying to figure out how that thing worked.
Well, I was going to show, but that would have took a little time. I just explained it, and that's when I said,
it has those little pegs where those little dividers go in, right? Those little
well, you
bars.
got them two rods. You stick them in one side, and they come through the other side. It's got like a little retainer clip. Then you put the other one in. Then you just lay that lid on top of it. It supports it. But you can do it. You know how you got them holes in the basket all the way up?
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it does. And
that way you can put the spacing you want from the water.
Yeah.
Right. And with that pot being that many BTUs, the guy that sent it to me, well, actually, he dropped it off here. Todd, I've been knowing it. He used to own Cajun Rocket Pot. He designed all these pots. And he told me, he says, don't steam unless you got at least 4 inches of water in there. It's such a hot burner to where you'll dry that thing out and destroy your pot. And I said, I think I'll do it with 5 or 6 inches and really get that steam going. That way, I don't want to risk burning up another pot,
Yeah, no doubt. Not especially not that one.
Yeah, I like the way that one's built from the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see if that was Trina. She told me she needed help. She went to the store. I don't think that was her. No, that ain't her. Whenever she gets here, I'll have to go out there and help her with groceries. And I'll be back then.
Wow.
Russ, what do you think of the
I don't.
Loco?
They're nothing. At least the ones they sell for residential, they're slate bottom. I know somebody that had one, and at the first time he used it, the whole bottom on the inside turned black on him. Oxidized real bad or something.
They're not stainless?
No, they're aluminum. Most boiling pots are aluminum because it conducts heat so much better than stainless. You know?
Get a beer keg, Guggen, and have someone cut it up for you.
If you're going to get that one, you might as well go to a big box store and just get a regular boiling pot and be done, because they don't have a special design or anything on theirs. They have built up a pretty good brand, as far as the stuff they sell, but as far as their boiling pots, they're nothing special.
So the Bayou Classic, is that just one to jump to, or what?
A lot of people use Bayou Classic. And then there's another one. It's probably more than that. I can't think of the other one. But as far as performance, what you call a high performance pot, high performance cookers used to be Rocket Pot. That's what started it all. But High Performance Cookers is the only company I know of that does them. The only one, mainly because of patents or whatever, I imagine,
So all that square tube on the bottom of that pot, that is part of the design.
That's part of the design. That fire goes and it kind of runs in through them tubes, but that aluminum is giving the aluminum more mass, and it acts like a heat sink, and it really stops it from blowing up the sides real bad, and it forces more heat in through the bottom, through the pot into the water. That's the whole principle behind it, Plus, it's got a really powerful burner, So combination of both, that's what you get.
So what's the bottom thickness of that pot without the
that pot, I think they're the bottoms are always thicker on those, but it's not really how thick or thin it is. It's like a slick bottom. You got that fire going up, and the first thing it wants to do is blow out, and it does. Right. Then it goes up. You're losing probably half your heat up the size of the pot, And the Rocket Pot used to have these little solid aluminum dowels, is what I call them, like little rods that they cut about an inch. And they were spot welded all around the bottom in a certain pattern. And they work fine, But according to Todd, this pot can outdo it. So I know I got that
The beer keg
one.
works good because the beer keg, the bottom is concaved, but it has that rim
Yeah,
all the way around it, a sidewall, and then at the very bottom, it's even rolled over once or twice.
yeah, right.
So once that heat comes in there and it hits that convex, goes down the side, hits that rolled in, and might turn it back up into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know one thing. When me and
It,
Keith, you can go. I steamed crawfish last year, like I said in that video. But I also steamed fish. I steamed crawfish. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, right here in the front, and that was a rocket pot. Holy crap, man! I mean, it did a beautiful job. Last year, the only steamer I had at that time was a stainless steel pot. We like to never got it up to a steam, and Keith was having to turn them and stir them for even heat. Normally, you don't have to do that. Normally, you put the lid on it and count 4.5 to 5 minutes, and they're done. Period.
yeah.
But no guesswork about it. But I love them. I love those pots, but I do enough of it to justify. I mean, I didn't pay for it, but if I did, and if I had to, I would just for these videos.
How'd you
I
get
got
that to do that? I'm
huh?
sorry, Russ. I'm sorry, Russ.
I was gonna say I got another little. It's a fryer made by them. It's about this 8 big around, about that tall. It's got its own feet and its own burner, but it's a banjo burner. It's for like frying
Oops.
seafood or whatever.
How'd you get to do that, Simon?
It's on Facebook.
What the
I
oh,
click
that's
like
a Facebook thumbs up.
I click like
Okay.
on Facebook and it shows up here.
I'll be right back. I gotta go help her.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Yes, sir.
It just popped up. Hi, Lance. What happens if I say hi, Simon?
I gotta get my shoes
It'll be
on.
me on Facebook on YouTube.
Do what?
See, it's me on YouTube.
Oh, okay. But it's still me saying hi to Simon.
Yeah, it repeats. What's up, Drunken Chef?
How you doing, Vinny Barbarino? How you doing? And this grocery moment is brought to you by
Silence.
Tarina, the sassy one. Step out of line. She's gonna let you know.
Backhanded.
You won't do it a second time. Once is enough. So everything good, Simon?
For now, yeah.
There you go. Mess around and find out. That's right. And they were starting to drop off like flies. Like, damn. I was getting ready to see who went live.
Oh, there's a bunch of people alive.
I'm telling you, man. I was embroidering. I was all these alerts. I kept seeing these alerts, or hearing, not seeing them. Grumpy Stack Tires. I kept hearing all these alerts. I went onto the laptop and it was Chef Johnny, and then View to the Grill. I think he put out something, and all your other usuals. Bill and
Jason.
Who?
Jason from Elite Smokers.
Jason, yeah. And I was like, good God. Everybody's moving to Tuesday then, huh?
Might have to move to Monday.
Yeah, well, I didn't, Chef Johnny, I didn't click on any of them. I don't know if that, but Chef Johnny, I think he's talking about moving or something like that.
Yeah.
That was hearsay, but so I don't know if maybe he's going to go live now that he's not, because I think he actually finally retired too, if I'm not mistaken.
I clicked on his live for a bit, but he was outside. Like it looked like he was out of range of his internet, so because he kept freezing.
Yeah,
So I kind of just clicked away real quick.
yeah.
I was watching this live stream earlier, and my TV kept spinning where the internet seemed like it was going out. But so far, so good here. I have a good connection here.
Okay, folks, it's been a rough week for me already. I'm going to go crash.
All right, man.
Xander, take money, Simon. I'll never be back. Huh?
Yeah. I have to go after Johnny Mags.
All right, Xander.
I mean, I might just do the Mondays instead of Tuesdays. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. I thought Randy had talked about coming back, but apparently not, I guess.
Well, it's gonna be busy now. Now the summer is turning around, so
Got that taste of retired YouTube life. Retired YouTuber.
Oh goodness.
So I saw Des do a community post where she was expecting more bad weather. Did that?
I think that Pat, because I think she's in the chat. Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah, they got. I think today, they're getting what we got here last night and yesterday.
Okay.
It just moved straight on over into Florida.
Yeah, she was under a tornado warning, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, I read the community post yesterday, but I don't remember if it was for yesterday or if it was for today.
I think it's for yesterday and part of today.
Because she was saying something. It was, I guess, a good thing that her refrigerator's already, emptied and freezer's already emptied because of everything she lost the first storm.
It sucks because you can't really stock up on anything, And then they're coming into hurricane season, so.
Okay, this morning. That'd be about right, cause I'm trying to remember when we got all that rain. It was all day yesterday, pretty much, and then kind of into the night, I think.
Yesterday up to about noon, and the day before it pretty much rained all day.
2 shells of meat
So
left.
Sunday, actually, part of Sunday evening and then into Monday morning is when it rained here.
Yeah, we had a lot of lightning popping around us. I don't like that.
So she was able to save some of the meats then?
Yeah, some of it was because what is her cousin? Yeah, her cousin's
cousin.
They didn't lose electricity, so was able to get some of it to her house.
Okay.
What happened? She lose power or something?
Yeah.
Or?
50
there was a
some
tornado
hours.
on Friday.
52 hours, I think it was.
Friday,
Okay.
yeah, Friday. I think Friday morning, a tornado hit Tallahassee and it blew out all the power for like a day and a half.
Oh wow! Yeah, I talked to Chad earlier, my youngest son, and he said they lost power up there in Van Cleef, where I was at for that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, no power for 51 hours.
Oh, 51 hours. Holy crap.
Yeah. It was from Friday until Sunday. On Sunday afternoon, I think it was.
Dang, that sucks. That's one thing I like about having these little solar generators, man. That biggest one I got, it would run that freezer for days and days because freezer won't just stay running. It's in and out,
Right.
I could probably get 4 days without having to recharge it. 3 to 4.
A friend of hers got hers today. Got what?
A power back or power. So golly, that's
Still,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 4 days.
Yeah, that sucks, boy. That's what we have to go through there every time a hurricane comes near us. I remember Hurricane Elena, 1985. It come through and it knocked our power out for 2 weeks. But Katrina, that was out for freaking months and months and months. But I was gone. We hauled butt, went up to Illinois. I was up there for 8 months, so I never knew the difference. But people that stayed here, they had to wait a long time to get their power going. People living in tents and everything else.
I know the weather up in like in the Houston area was pretty bad.
Yeah. Remember all them floods here a few years back? I guess it's been a while now, 4, 5, 6 years ago, maybe. Is Randy still working all that overtime?
He just finished, I think.
Oh, did he?
Just finished. Yeah, I think he just finished his turnaround.
Okay. I want to get him down here for a bull for sure one of these days. Which if I do another bull this year, I do plan on doing the blue crabs, but if I do anything, it'll be a shrimp bull, crawfish. That's the one and only bull I'm doing this year. Been a crazy year for them little dudes.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year is
That
better.
little Mercury 2-cycle 4-horse. If I could get that thing figured out, I'd put a trout line out. It just is a residential trout line. But I cannot get that thing to idle to save my soul. I don't know what it is. And I'm not an outboard mechanic, but I'm fairly savvy. I took everything apart. To be honest with you, I think it's the accelerator pump. What's up, Jeannie?
The what?
The accelerator pump in it for a little diaphragm accelerator pump.
Okay. What kind of gas you run through it?
High test, but it's a mixture.
Non-ethanol?
No, that was an ethanol gas.
You need to run non-ethanol on any kind of outboard or anything with a carburetor, really. Small engines, that's what'll take them out usually.
Well, I will run high test for that reason.
Yeah, but that ethanol that's in the gas, that's what carburetors in it don't get along. Modern day cars, fuel injected, no problem. But anything that has a carburetor, it usually wreaks havoc eventually on it.
Yeah. I mean, I gave the guy several $100s for that motor. It's in great shape. I just cannot get it to. Yeah, I did. I cleaned the bowl. I took it apart.
Did you buy a carburetor kit? You can get a kit for that motor. It ain't nothing to rebuilding them things. But new,
Well, a buddy of mine said just get the daggone carburetor already rebuilt. He said they're only like $30, $40, but I ain't found one that cheap. But
yeah, you can buy a kit.
For like $20.
Take it off, and you can do it right there on your kitchen table. Lay some rags and stuff down. That's what we do. They moved me to a different group at work, so my job title changed. I'm busier than a one-legged man and a butt.
Well, I knew that was an offer, but I wasn't going to say nothing. It's not my nothing I should be talking about. But I didn't know if you accepted it or not.
Dang.
I hear a little dog.
I do hear a little dog.
I heard a little dog too. It ain't me. It must be Simon.
It ain't
I don't have a
me.
dog.
It ain't Simon?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
I did. I've heard it twice now.
It's a little bark.
Yeah, I thought
That
it was
could be
something
my
like
dog.
that.
I'm so used to it, I might not even pay no attention. We have a little Chihuahua.
Okay, yes, it sounds like a little dog.
That's probably what it was. No wonder
not
gas
my
prices went up because of Randy.
No kidding. It went.
Changed my log splitter, but it still took out the carb. Really?
The gas was like $2.94, Monday, and it went up to 314 yesterday.
Good God.
Well, today, excuse me.
Derek got a zero turn here a couple weeks ago that somebody needed a fuel pump changed on their vehicle, and the way the person wanted to pay him, so I got a zero turn. It says it's a Troy building. It's only a couple years old, but it won't run like that, and they didn't want to pay to get it fixed. So they said, "We'll give you that," and he goes, "I'll take it." But he asked the guy, he said, "You been running non-ethanol gas in it?" He goes, "No, just same stuff we put in their car." He says, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it." He rebuilt that carburetor, and he said that thing's bad to the bone. That's all it was. Yeah, all it was.
Yeah, there's some outboard guys right here, but it's just like buying crabs right here. Just so damn expensive.
Everything like that is now. Derek's having a shop delivered where they come out and build it and everything for him. He's asked me today, he goes, "Do you know what the regulation is for the power pole? I'm putting this?" And I said, "Dude," I said, "before your power company's going to turn it on, you're going to have a licensed electrician. They won't turn it on unless it's been inspected, and an inspector will not pass it if a licensed electrician didn't do it." He's like, "God," because he knows how expensive that'd be. And
Yeah.
I said, "Ask around at work, family." I said, "Somebody's going to know an electrician. And if he'll work with you, you tell him we'll do all the work, and he can come out and look, make sure it's up to code, then get the inspector and him to just be present. He ain't got to actually do the work. Just kind of work under his license, in other words."
Right.
And I said, I can do every bit of it, or tell you what to do, and go from there. But
That's what we did here when they installed the central air system because we needed another panel for
yeah,
it. My who did it? It was a family member of mine that did the actual work, but the friend of mine is a licensed electrician. He
yeah,
was there to supervise, and
right. Yeah, as long as they know it's done right and everything, it's their
right,
reputation on the line. They're like, "Yeah, looks good."
yeah.
Call the
Right.
inspector, they come and
I
give it their
mean,
seal of
yeah,
approval.
they
And
did it just to do us a favor, So it's like saved a bunch of money that way.
heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
Good. And I
Yeah.
thought that house came with a zero turn mower when you bought it.
Do I?
Guggen saying you got a zero turn a couple weeks ago, but I'm just sitting here thinking. I thought he said something about when he bought the house,
Oh,
there was a zero turn in the basement of the house.
oh, they're nice, man. We got one that Trina bought with her money. God, how long we been? Well, almost 10 years ago, and it's got that Kawasaki engine in it. We just changed the oil after that last cut, or right before that last cut last week. And the only thing I've had to do to it, and only because she cuts everybody's freaking yard on the street, just about. I had to rebuild the deck. She ordered the kit for it. Had all new pulleys, belts, blades, everything. I'd done that 2 years ago, so I'll probably get another 6, 7 years out of it. It should just cut our yard. It'd probably last even longer.
Yeah. You say it was too slow, but do you mean it won't get itself unstuck when the operator gets it stuck?
What's for the chichu?
Did you see that picture? Dude, I gotta show you that. That thing that guy made, it's called a what's the name of that thing? Delorama or whatever the hell.
a diorama.
A diorama?
Yeah.
Man, that thing was badass. There's like 4 pictures to it. And it's won him awards. It's got him in a magazine and everything. I'm a pro now. That was one time. Diorama, yeah. But this thing, man, that thing is so sweet. How in the world that guy got all them waves created like that just blows my mind. And I've been reading up on some of those dioramas, and they were saying that water is like one of the hardest things to do. And that guy just knocked it out the park. He just did a great job. But you
Your
didn't see
sister,
like all the houses with the boat slips and everything, and it's 11 foot long by 2 foot deep total. $1,000 is what he wants for that thing. He wants to build another one. He's already won all the awards he's going to win with it. So he wants to do something else now. But that thing is sweet, man. If I had $1,000 just to throw away, I'd buy it just because say I had it. You know.
Heck yeah. Oh, this beard, I might be trimming that soon. It gets looking so scraggly, I can't stand it.
I might even have to get my fly rod out this week now that I got some time off. Next week I'm under the gun.
Heck yeah, man. I don't know if you noticed, did you see that pontoon boat my son had where we were shooting that video at? It was in the, you could see it. Matter of fact, if you look close enough, you'll see him and some other guy up on it. They were doing something to the starter on it.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the house, I know I didn't get none of that, but he's got that bass boat too. But I want to go fishing that bass boat come November in our bayous for some speckled trout. That pontoon boat, man, that's just too big to get in there where I like to go.
check it out,
Got
Lance.
room on it though. Oh, there you go.
It's definitely
That's
got room.
one picture. That's one picture of it, man. Look at the waves and the beach and everything and the watercolors.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? It's
a diorama of a guy that did a train switch station. And it's a diorama.
It's a miniature.
Yeah. But that just blows my mind. Now you're going to make me look it up.
Hold on, turn this off. Hold on.
Looks like I'm looking at half a floor. It's like a floor.
Yeah, it's on a table, I think, up against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's basically a model trains.
Oh, that's cool.
Terrain set, you know.
Okay.
The beach. It's a beachfront with a boardwalk and a house.
Yeah.
A couple of buildings.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, but there's
I
some
wish
stuff
that,
called water effect. I think it's called.
Yeah, I wish that if I did it, it would allow you to show like all of the shit. That would allow you to show all of the different pictures. This one's a cool one too.
Nerd. Oops, sorry.
But he built all that stick built.
Huh.
Now you go. Yeah, there you go.
And it
Yep.
They've put him. Look at the seaweed that washed up on the shoreline and everything.
Detailed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an old pirate.
He's been in all these magazines. It was an Eat Fewer bar. But that's pretty damn cool to have that kind of a talent. But
yeah.
right here, you see that? This is
palm trees.
Yeah.
Huh.
But all this he stick built. I mean, obviously not the people in the cars, but that's pretty damn cool if you ask me.
Yeah, it is.
That's a shrimp boat right there, ain't it?
Don't look like a shrimp boat I ever seen, but it's some sort of fishing boat, it looks like.
Yeah. That's just sweet. I mean, that's talent right there. But look at the waves, man. I was like, good God.
That's a sailboat right there. Yeah, that's detailed.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's 2 foot by 11 foot. $1,000 and it can be yours.
That's not bad, really, if you think about it. I bought a picture one time, and we had it was a fishing tournament right here in Gulfport, and they had all these vendors set up in there, and one was selling paintings and all, like limited editions. I paid $250 just for a picture that hang on the wall that was already framed and everything. That was years ago. It was called Swamp Music, and yeah, it was pretty good. It was wildlife, deer, and it showed the water, like you could see the fish under the water, and then you could see like a deer up on top of the bank drinking water, and squirrel on a tree, and snakes. It was pretty cool.
There's a guy called Boomer on YouTube, and the dioramas is what he builds. He actually did a water scene, and he's got fish that he hand carved, that are underneath the water and everything. It's just some of these things, man, these guys do. It just blows you away to have that talent. Oh, it takes so many dick pits on that. Might be huge.
Was that my phone or somebody else's?
That was me.
Okay.
Take so many DIK pics on that. These look like a huge next to the boat. But I saw that and I was like, oh my God, man. I had to tell the guy, I said, I'm not buying it, but I got to at least give you a compliment on it. That thing looks awesome.
Heck yeah. Wonder how long it takes to build something like that.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1,000. That's not really bad if you think about all the work.
Well, I think Christy figured it out. It was like no sex for 4,643 days, something like that.
Yeah, it was lack of sex for 4,600 something days. I knew these. Well, I didn't know them, but some guys, train guys, rented out part of a shopping mall. It was an old store that was there, and they set up their train stuff there. So they had trains all over that big piece of property there, and it's like it was pretty cool walking in there. They charged you like a couple of bucks to walk in to look at the trains, but it was a lot, man. It was.
Yeah, if it's a stationary thing, something that they don't have to, because they have modulars also, and those are the guys that actually like train.
Like massive rooms too.
Yeah, the modular guys are ones that like travel train shows, so they'll come out, take them out in pieces like 4 foot by 4 foot, whatever, and they'll just break out a section. It's got all the track and everything. It's already mounted to that, and then they just come and push them all together, and then the track's got electricity to it. But those guys that have the permanent ones, man, they get crazy into that stuff. Big old mountain sceneries and stuff.
Yeah, you was talking about Mojo earlier, giving me that gift. And he said, you didn't get a text yesterday? I went, huh? You didn't get a text? I said, no. He goes, you sure? And then he was talking about, you texted me the other day, asked me what the name Smokehouse Bayou, remember?
Yeah.
And I didn't know you were talking to him. He clarified why you texted me that.
Yeah, I mean, since he said that, I wasn't going to say anything, but he was going to come there with a bottle of booze. I told him, I said, Mojo, I said, his wife works at a store where she gets all that stuff, just about anything you want, dented beer cans. I said, alcohol is something he don't really need, and I understand she has a really huge collection. I said, but I know Brian Ducharme's up there somewhere around y'all, and that barbecue sauce is his favorite barbecue sauce. I said,
it absolutely is.
So I looked on IG, and I found Brian on IG on Instagram, and it had a phone number on his Instagram page.
Yeah.
And I passed that to the town and the phone number to Mojo, and he got a hold of Brian, and Brian actually, after Mojo told him what was going on and who it was for, Brian had a couple errands to run, but they met him at his shipping warehouse and loaded him up with a bunch of stuff. And I was like, damn.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
He's good people.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good person.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, really?
What?
I'm just reading some shit.
Oh.
They're quick, hour and a half.
Well, how did he do that?
Oh, okay.
Simon. Again on that radio link.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Came in today. The solar battery pack will be here Friday.
The
like a weather radio.
Yeah, weather radio. Yeah, weather radio, and then it has the what do you call it? And then it's a solar powered battery charger for your phone. One flip
this one, this is something I got off of Amazon. It's got a little solar thing on the back of it.
Yeah,
see that, but it's a weather radio plus.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice.
It's a regular radio. I said AM, FM. It's also got NOAA broadcasting on weather band, and it's got a hand crank too. Like if it takes batteries inside, it'll run off this. It'll run off a battery pack.
Yeah.
Or it'll run off solar, or you can.
I used to have a fishing pole. I got fishing on my mind. I used to have a flashlight like that you crank the handle, and it would generate enough power to run it.
Yeah, it oh, here it is, like that. It's got a flashlight on it too, so little emergency radio.
Well, when she was talking earlier, I was just thinking to myself, I didn't know.
Let me get my forward, Jack. I'm gonna make $100. Hang on. No, I'm just picking.
This is a phone charger basically, but it's a solar panel on it, so you can actually charge it with this power of the sun.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Just in case you're without power.
Okay, I see what Russ is talking about now.
I'd have to go out to the trunk of the car to get that, but I do got one.
But not in the room, right?
Small hydraulic.
Yeah. But I was wondering if Des could qualify for a home generator system.
I don't know.
I was watching a video the other day. The guy does air conditioning videos, but this particular video was all about this generator. He bought a Duramax, 15,000 watts, and he already had an electrician come in and put a plug to plug it into, and you got your main breaker to the house. You turn that off, and you got to lock it out to flip this other switch on. The other switch will not lift until you lock out the main breaker. That way you can't have both running at the same time. And man, that powered his entire house up. Big, nice house too. Central air. It took care of everything. Like, holy crap, it runs off of propane or gas. He ran off propane. I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind having one like that.
we have around here. There's people that have the whole house generator systems, and they have to be propane.
Right.
But those propane tanks have got to be buried in the ground around here now. You cannot have them above ground.
Oh, I would just have a portable tank hooked to it.
Yeah,
This is a roll around
told
generator.
me he had to bury.
No,
I
but
guess
these
maybe because
whole
the
house
size of
generators
it.
are massive.
Yeah, maybe
Huh.
because it was the size of it. I mean, it wasn't a 30-pound tank.
Yeah, I've got a. Yeah, I've got. I mean, you can run it off portable tanks, like during a hurricane or whatever. It's about the only time you run it anyway. I would think.
And
But
it's
I like
propane
that.
is cheaper
I
than
like that it is propane or gasoline. Either way,
Yeah.
a diesel one would be the way to go. Really,
But diesel, you want to run that just for emergencies, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could. That's the thing about a diesel motor. You let an old gasoline engine sit there long enough, and you ain't gonna hardly crank it because fuel gumming up on you and everything like that. But diesel, man, it can sit there a long time, and you go in there and boom, that joker will fire right up. Usually.
Well, I bet you could do that. I wonder if that would be cheaper than having paying for utilities. Just to have a diesel generator running 24/7.
I don't
Well,
know. It depends on how efficient it'd be on fuel. I reckon.
Yeah.
What do they call them ones that are permanently mounted in the backyard on a slab, like the air conditioner? Gym packs or something like that. They're all diesel. I wouldn't mind having something like that.
Man, it is pouring out there still.
Oh, really?
Wheels has 28 minutes before it hits his potty time.
Yep.
I'll
Do they
do
need
like
to-
I do before. I'll stand right inside this door. It's a 25-foot runner I put him on. Retractable leash. I'll stand inside the door and let him go on out there and do his business. All he's got to do is pee at this point. He's already pooped for the day, but
Generac. That's it.
yeah, generator, yeah.
Well,
And then
Generac, that brand. That's what I was thinking of.
There's everybody else chiming in now.
Generac, I think it is, Russ.
Yeah, Chris.
Generac.
Well, Boo typed it out there too. I see.
Yeah.
Hospitals, they have them backup generators like that, really big ones. Man.
I need another beer.
Yeah, man. That's what it is.
Generac.
Generac. Golly, man. Grabbing another beer.
Beer. Hey, I realized it posted on there twice. One for YouTube and one for Facebook.
I'm thinking about doing something fish related this week.
As a cook or as an activity?
Cook. I've got some fish in the freezer I really need to use.
Well,
Some of it, I've got a little piece of snakehead in there. It's taken me years to try and find some. And I got a little piece in there that's been in there for about 6 months now. I need to cook it up.
sounds like another video.
Do you got two different? Oh, you did it from Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's streaming to both YouTube and Facebook.
Gotcha.
That's like that thumbnail I came up for Yes I Can.
Yeah, I saw it.
What am I going to do? I got no damn thumbnails for him.
Do you have a cap or did you just have a picture?
How are you putting Facebook posts over on? Of course, I'm on StreamYard. That's why I'm seeing it.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
you're seeing it.
Okay.
That's the web page picture.
Okay. Let me check Facebook real quick. See what shows over there.
Uncle Don R.
Yeah, On Facebook, it's just the Facebook chat. But on StreamYard, it'll show me both. Uncle Donar. Haven't seen him in here in a little while. Donar or Donar?
So, what's Gary been up to? Belt
Working?
loop,
Working?
is he?
Yeah. Last time I saw him go live, he went live for a little bit and he said he had been working 64 hours.
Yeah, my horses.
Beer for my horses.
And now I hear little dogs outside my window here.
Okay.
So, any update on your kitchen, Simon?
No, I called the insurance and the guy that did the estimate. The guy that did the estimate is waiting for the insurance to okay it. I called the insurance company, gave them all my information, and they were gonna look it up and call me back, and I didn't hear back from them today. So I'm gonna call them again tomorrow. I hate dealing with insurance.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on parts for my wheelchair.
Oh, hey, man. I might just trim this beard tomorrow. Starting to get pretty shabby. That looks better.
I need a
Just-
haircut.
Do the edges so it's a square.
Yeah, it kind of curls under. It's getting some
Yeah.
little length to it. I was
Yeah.
gonna grow it. I'll probably look like a dead gun. What do they call them? Trolls or what's some things people got in their gardens with a little
Gnome.
hat? Yeah, a gnome. I look like a gnome because I'm short and I'll have a big old long beard. Gnome barbecue. Hey, you seen Jim in that video, didn't you, Lance? Called him my little buddy.
Yeah.
He towers over me, man. He's freaking
Golly.
huge.
A big dude, man. Golly.
He's big. He was big back then, but he wasn't fat. He worked out. His freaking arms were, I mean, freaking
Man.
Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't have nothing on him, man.
One of those dudes you just don't piss off. Or you don't
Yeah.
want to piss off.
That's it, right?
You better start running. Hope he don't catch you.
Yeah, he's put on a lot of weight though over the years. He retired. I know what happened to him. He's been retired like 3 years, and he's about 10 years younger than me.
Mm.
But that sitting around and not doing nothing, man, that'll do it to you. Matt Wood.
There's Terry.
Yeah, he's a good guy though, man. He's good as gold.
Yeah, he's a huge guy for sure, man.
Yeah. He don't live too far from where we were at, just right down the road. He might be 8 minutes, if even
wow.
that.
That close, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put me a forward jack in here now. I can see that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just lost $100.
Yeah, I just lost $100. There you go.
You have to put in like random stuff in your room just to have it.
I got a bunch of tools in here though, but there ain't a floor jack in here.
So Boo was talking about that place that they lost to a tornado. This, I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know his town. Was that like going to cripple the town there, or do they have several more to choose from? I would assume, but
Oh yeah, there's probably all kind of well, I know there is in Louisiana. I don't know about his area. We used to stop on off I-10 going towards Houston. We would stop in Beaubridge, Louisiana. Beaubridge. There were some pretty good places to eat right there off the interstate, all Cajun, good stuff.
Yeah, I love to find something good or find something.
Beaubridge, that's the crawfish capital of the world. I reckon it's still called that. That was in Henderson. Yeah, there's more places.
So I can't remember who I was talking to, explaining that how we, our crabs will actually get real gritty from the mud because they burrow in because our water starts getting cold. So we don't really have temperatures like you do in Mississippi all
Yeah,
year round. But I mean, but you don't have a downtime for crabs at all. Just
year round.
Really? Wow.
If you can catch them, you can have. You ain't got to have a license. I can go off pier right now and catch all the crabs I want with no fishing license. None.
right. But I
You,
mean, but you don't have the water doesn't get cold enough to where they start burrowing into that muck.
no, I've never
That,
noticed any muck ever in a crab. Crawfish is man. I had some dirty crawfish the other day. Holy crap! We had our another 120 quart pot out in the back, and we sloshing them and turning them. And Chad lost or somebody stole my crawfish washer, which it don't do no better. All it does is spin them around. But I was sitting there thinking, I said, boy, if I ever needed to steam crawfish, that cook should have been steamed. It would have cleaned them. But the mud was so bad on them, you could see it caked to the bottom of it. It just would not come off. Even after boiling them, it was still stuck to them. I'm like, holy crap, that's some muddy crawfish. They tasted good, though.
Extra
Somebody
flavor.
commented Zamzam water. I'm like, Zamzam water. I had to look it up. It's a water full of minerals that's supposed to be real good for you. I'm like, I commented back. I said, yeah, Louisiana mud's good for you. That mud can help get in that water when you boiling it like that.
I looked up the price for crawfish. It's $120 a sack here in San Antonio.
Well, it was like 2 weeks ago. They had some in Pascagoula, but they wasn't large. I don't think. I think they were. What do they call them when they're mixed? I got a word for it. But anyway, they were $1.89 a pound. So that ain't too bad. But when he specified large only, and they were all nice size, it's $2.89, which is still lower than what they were.
right. So does the water get cool enough that the crawfish burrow?
They just mud bugs, man. That they live in the mud. You know.
Right. I know you get them up underneath rocks and everything else, but I didn't know if they were like. Well, I didn't know they lived in the mud, but
Well, he just said it field run. He's talking about rice fields. Now, the only crawfish I ever bought that I didn't even have to wash, I did anyway, but it didn't even change the color of the water. That's river crawfish. What do they call that basin over there? Man, that's some clean crawfish. But I don't know if they cost more or what, but Toronto is right down here from me. I mean, 2 blocks from me. He's expensive. That's the reason I don't go there. But that's normally what he has is those river crawfish. And they're really clean.
they could still be doing it. They shouldn't be, but because our temperature's been so cold, we have to actually float our crabs in fresh water because they take in so much of that mud and grit when the
Really.
water's cold. Yeah.
I ain't never had to do that ever. But yeah, them crabs up there in Maryland, that's why they get so fat, man, and thick. They add all that weight to get through the cold months. Fat stores and all, but they're meaty too. Real meaty crabs.
Yeah, but then ones I saw that old couple doing, I mean, there'll be a time in the year where it's hard for us to find them dark crabs, the big old black heavy crabs.
Still running straight out of the cages, no culling. Well, these are separated because they were all large, but they do that right there on the boat. They got these little things they fall through, certain sizes. This is a gross question, but when you pinch the tail of a crawfish, does it pull out the entrails, poop vein? It can if you do it right. Because when you grab it, a lot of times if you like pull the meat off, that vein will stay behind, but a lot of times it don't. If you pinch it just right, it will come out. But it's so easy. It's not like a shrimp, man. That vein just pulls right off.
It's right on top.
Yeah, just pull it off.
Yeah, that's what I did when I got crawfish last year. When I pull them off the tail,
Yeah.
the veins literally right on top. You just peel that off. It's
Pulls right off. You give up a little bit of meat by doing that, but
very little.
Yeah, very little. Yeah, you ain't got to eat it. It comes right off. A lot of people pop them in their mouth the way they eat them. If you don't want to eat it or know for sure you got it out, just pop it out in your finger, and then pull it off with your other finger. Your thumb is gone.
Right.
Shrimp's not that easy. It's kind of encased.
Yeah, shrimps. It's like really in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. I showed a few times how to devein them though easily without taking the head or the shell off. Going in the side with a toothpick.
Yeah.
Pop it right out.
I like that technique, man. It's less damage on the flesh.
Right. Because when I boil shrimp, I like to leave the head and all alone for flavor.
And you like the spiciness.
I eat the poop vein and throw the tail away.
I was just going to say, I mean, for you watching them guys, I mean, there's a whole lot of eating that poop vein on crawfish.
When you see them eating them like this, they're eating the poop vein more likely. You can pinch it, and you know what I'm saying, but I doubt that's happening. It's probably happening less than it does, than what you think.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't bother them that they're eating it.
Yeah. Oh, it don't hurt you. I meant, like I said, Louisiana mud's good for you, That's all it is.
Oh.
That's it. All that protein.
Now, you talk about grit. I have gotten crawfish before that would have grit in them, like in the poop vein, know.
Yeah.
That's another reason I pull that off a lot of times. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. If I'm sitting down here, like at a crawfish boil, I'm not going to be popping them like that. But once I bring a bunch home, I'll sit here and I'll make me up a little dipping sauce, and I'll peel me a whole pile of them. But I'll peel that vein off of it, and I'll sit here with saltine crackers, that sauce with some hot sauce and whatever I dip them in, saltine crackers and cold beer. Man, that's a meal right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the pooper is a delicacy for the millennials. Too much beer.
Or not enough.
Or not enough, yeah.
We'll find this little store up at that job today, and he had I knew it would be fried fish, fried cod subs. Man, things are so good.
What was it?
Codfish subs.
Oh, okay.
It's got a nice batter. It's good.
I need to go up there and see where Brian's place is up in Van Cleve. I know he had a place. He called me that night wanting to know if I had a good boudin recipe, and that's what he's using. I told Mojo that. I said, did he have any boudin? He goes, they wasn't at the store. I think they, like I said, they went to the warehouse, but they've been making that boudin from that recipe I did online where I made the boudin balls, the egg rolls. It's that recipe, same one, and he was happy with it.
So they don't cook They were in someone else's kitchen for a while. That was
No, he's got his own place up there now. Yeah, they were down here. Up, let's see, where am I? Back over here is a place called Fay Yards. It's a. Do you remember seeing that video I did? It says gas station food a couple summers ago.
And the Southern Pride was ratchet strapped down to a trailer.
Yeah, but that smoker used to be in the wall of that place, a room in the back, and that's where he made all his own beef jerky. And they had their season as everything bottled. The shed owns the saucery. You know, you've heard of the shed barbecue.
Right.
Well, they got their own saucery where they got food scientists and everything that help you design seasonings and design sauces and everything. And they do all the bottling on that. It's his recipes, but they had to come around kind of like the USDA does, has to take what he's wanting and keep working with it to fits his profile that he developed, you know. But they do all that.
You actually did a video there.
Yeah, did a couple of them there. Me and Jack
that marinating back and all that time.
Yeah, on the beef jerky. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've done a few videos there, and I know Jack's Drinkwater. He went over there and shot a few with him without me there. Then we done some, all three of us together. You know, that's been a few years back now.
Yeah, I didn't see one of all three of. I did not that I remember. Maybe I do remember seeing one with Jackson there, but he just put a video out not too long ago.
Yeah, he sure did. The one that Jax did, all three of us, stupid concept on the video. It was a pit barrel cooker versus a Southern Pride 500. That ain't no comparison. That Southern Pride is a rotisserie double door smoker, you know, similar to an old Hickory. Actually works like an old Hickory, but it's a different brand. And here I am with this little pit barrel cooker. I did ribs on that, and he did ribs on there. Of course, he won, but you know. Yeah, Jax was in that one.
So he's got a facility again then.
Yeah.
I know Mojo said he had to meet him at the warehouse, but I didn't know if he had a place where he was actually like cooking or anything at anymore.
Yeah, this place up in Van Cleve. Well, he told me. Well, maybe he did go to that place because Mojo kept saying he's right down the road. I mean, right up the road. I said, what road? He goes, that road on. And Trent said 57, Highway 57. He goes, the one that comes into Van Cleve. I said, yeah, that's 57. Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm going to travel there one day.
Because I gave him that's where he met him at. Because I gave Mojo the town and everything and the phone number.
Yeah.
And Mojo said, "Oh, I was just around the corner from him."
Yeah, so that has to be where he was at.
And he called that the warehouse, is what Brian was saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't talked to Brian lately. Well, I say not lately. A couple months ago, when he wanted to know if I had a recipe that he could duplicate over and over. That's like, you know, it ain't because the way he does stuff. Like he used to make boudin too, but he never measured nothing. He calls it cooking like grandma. A little bit this, a little bit that. And I said, no, I got one that's broke down to the gram of what you need, you know. And that's one I gave him. Which is the whole world's got it if they want it. You know, it's on the video.
Yeah, but most of the world's lazy.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth? I can't tell you how many comments I was getting on. Well, it wasn't that many, but it was comments like, you know, I live up in Michigan and we don't even have crawfish, but boy, I like watching these crawfish ball videos. And obviously a lot of people do. That's what blew my mind years ago when I started doing those videos. I said, my God, this video is doing good. I said, I didn't think it would because it's so regional to our area. Right. It's like, you know, ain't nobody going to watch this.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong, you know.
I think I watched all of your crawfish boils.
Huh?
I think I watched all of your crawfish boils.
Oh, yeah. The ones over the years?
Yeah.
Every once in a while you can get tails around here, and they're small as hell. But
Yeah.
that's very rare.
The
Yeah.
tails, like frozen.
Huh? No,
Frozen
no,
tails?
no, not in the bag. This would be in the seafood on the showcase ice
Oh,
box.
okay.
Okay.
I can get muskrat a whole lot more than I can get crawfish.
Does it say where them crawfish come from? Oh, they
No,
import them too. You know, they
yeah, they're
import.
not stacked. They're not stacked. They're just loose by the pound
Okay.
on ice, sitting on ice.
Yeah, I here you can get them frozen in a bag.
Yeah.
I believe they're processed in Louisiana, but I mean it's not fresh. No, it's just the meat.
You just look on the bag; it'll say either Cajun certified or it'll actually say Louisiana on it somewhere, or it'll say China. You
Mhm.
know, but
Yeah,
try to stay away from them.
the lump crab meat that one comes from Louisiana.
Okay. If it
Really?
says U.S. wild caught, it's more likely to come out of
It's a
Louisiana.
little thing like that for like $11.
But most crawfish tails, if they come out of Louisiana, they're gonna have that little stamp on there that says Cajun certified. That's the ones I buy anyway. But those are good, man, just to make recipes with. Like if you want to make a crawfish etouffee and don't want to have to buy live and cook them and all that, just buy them tails.
Yeah, buy the seasoning pack for crawfish boil.
Do a Cajun blue crab boil, Lance, or New England lobsters.
I don't feel like another taco. That's why I don't know what to do with that fish. I thought
No
about
good.
just some fried, lightly fried, like a battered bites, like cook it up to cubes and make a dipping sauce for them. Because you can get some of the restaurants around here, you can get snakehead appetizers, and that's basically what they have done. Just really lightly battered and then dipping sauce.
Yeah, Boudreaux's definitely has come out of China. I made that mistake years ago. I'm sitting there saying on videos, make sure you get Cajun crawfish, and I'm showing it Boudreaux's. Then I noticed it said made or imported from China. Like, son of a gun. You little cheating bastard.
Yeah,
Use a name like Boudreaux, you know? It's like,
yeah.
yeah, I got
Is it
called
spelled
out on it
correctly?
too.
Is it spelled correctly?
Yeah,
Boudreaux?
it's all right, but they're imported.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I knew there was something wrong with them crawfish. They just don't taste good.
Tastes like
Raise
soy
them in a cesspool.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden got the biggest urge to use chopsticks for these.
I want rice with my crawfish for some reason. White rice. White rice.
right. No, vegetable fried rice.
Mhm. Make some what do they call, what's that Chinese dish they make with the eggs and the rice? Fried rice.
Yeah.
Fried rice. White rice, fried rice. Oh man.
They grew those Chinese crawfish.
Yeah, no doubt.
That
With
all
cats
kinds
and
of
all
weird
kind of weird
stuff.
stuff. Inject them with COVID.
Well, they've devastated our economy around here, like oyster beds and stuff. They said
Mhm.
some of those Chinese oysters got in here and they just annihilated our oyster beds.
Yeah. Our estuaries, I say ours, Louisiana, they lose like, I forget what it was. I got a video I did one time for the oyster bed. Well, the oyster bed people. And I talk about it. They sent me a little video clip explaining it's like a football field a day or something like that. It's disappearing. And a lot of and oysters is what helps protect that and putting the shells back in the water. That was the whole concept behind the oyster bed, was to buy pre-shucked oysters, or if you shuck them yourself, bring the shells back to. They got people that will take them back out there and put them on the estuaries, you know,
For the
and they'll
spat.
eat more oysters.
Yeah, for the spat, they actually have a drum at the recycling place around here. Some other recycling places that are close to the waters, where you
Yeah.
can bring your baskets and dump your baskets into the drums, and they'll take and release them back in the water for the spat.
Yeah. I've taken them before when I buy them in a shell, like fresh oysters. I have taken them myself, and I just throw them back in the water. I don't know where, I'd
Right.
have to have a boat probably get on the oyster bed. I do just
Right.
put them back in the water, just do
Yeah,
something.
that's all they do. I'm sure they're not going to some oyster bed when they go dump them, but
Yeah.
if you make it hard, it's like just like watching a video. If you make it hard for them, they're not going to do it.
Yeah. That's it. But that was the whole concept of coming out with that little oyster bed thing. But so we can get oysters here that have been freshly shucked, and they're in a little plastic container, and they're fresh. And I did a video, boy, people tore me up on Facebook. Said that ain't fresh oysters. Fresh oysters come out of a shell. I'm like, you stupid idiot. They were shucked like hours ago. It's like, geez, people, man. But it's the same difference. They got their liqueur and everything in there. But we got a processing plant right there in Pass Christian called Crystal Seas. That's where most of them we get in these stores. That's where they come from. Most of them oysters come right off Pass Christian. Some of the best ones in the world. Stupid idiot.
Do a ding.
Stupid.
Choo choo.
You stupid.
Vibor.
Why don't you make another video?
Did you see?
Press machine video.
Did you see Kevin make that electric double pizza oven for Vibor?
No, Kevin. You talking about
Any kitchen recipes?
Man Kitchen. Was he got a double oven? What?
Yep. He's got a double pizza oven from Vibor.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that.
What's up, Sal? I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be on his on his live stream tomorrow.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Whose?
SJ Cooks.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see him there now. Okay. For some reason, I was reading MBL's thing. I thought you were talking about him. I was like, wait a minute, he don't do videos, does he?
But I do want to thank MBL for that birthday gift. He sent me a gift card through Amazon the other day.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Really? I'm trying to find a picture. My daughter just had some oysters. I ain't gonna be able to find that damn picture now. Save my soul.
They just reopened one of my favorite places to eat raw oysters. It's a different ownership now. We hadn't been there yet, which is the wrong time of the year for oysters. But this fall, I know where I'm going.
I hate this stuff. Try to find a picture. It jumps up.
I say that, man. Nowadays, you can get oysters year round. Pretty much,
Yeah.
they just import them from other places, up the East Coast or whatever, where the water's cooler.
Is it on Facebook, Lance?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Because you can just go to her profile and then just go.
It kept jumping on me.
I love charbroiled oysters. I love fried oysters, and I like raw oysters.
That's some of the local ones that she just had.
Nice.
Yeah, nice big ones.
Yeah, buddy. They closed that place me and Torino was going to a lot. Another place called the Shrimp Basket, and they had some really good oysters in there, man. It's just like, man, all the best places closed. I don't know if it's casinos driving them out of business or what.
I like how they do them at this Chinese buffet. I think they're grilled, but they put they smother them in cheese, melted cheese.
I use a little Parmesan sometime if I'm doing like charbroiled. I'll put a little Parmesan cheese on them.
Rockefeller.
Is that what they call it?
Oysters, Rockefeller.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good. Cause all you gotta do is just take them out of the shell. But it's already basically broiled, but it has the cheese on top.
Yeah.
And just nice little bite.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good night,
gents. All right, Des. We'll see you later. I did raw oysters.
and hot sauce.
Tastes
Yep,
like
that's how you eat them.
salty
You can taste the ocean, man. That's what I like about them. When they're really good and clean oysters and clear.
And Sal, once you eat it, put the shell up to your ear, then you can hear the ocean.
You're confusing that with a conch.
Yeah. Then after that, we'll go snipe hunting.
That's something I've never had was conch. Conch is a big thing like in the islands and all.
Yeah, the thing with that, I think, how I seen is when you harvest it, you can only eat a certain part of it. You know,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
it's a lot of waste.
I've never had the sea urchin either. Never had that. What's the one with a real pretty shell? Abalone? Never had that.
Yeah, never
Never had that. That's more of a Pacific Coast thing, I believe.
The ones I want to try just because they look pretty cool are the razor clams.
I've only had Dungeness crab once, and that's because they were sent to me. Man, that was good. That's what we were talking about the other day at that crawfish boil there. Is like, you just can't beat blue crab. I'm like, I agree with you. I said, but I tell you what, that Dungeness crab we had that day, you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They're freaking awesome.
Chunks of meat. I mean, chunks of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great. They're great.
The king crab legs and the claws, they're pretty cool. They'll sell them. They sell them by the pound here, but they're kind of pricey. But I think I would like to have it just like on a birthday or something like that, and then put them on the fire with some butter. And...
Ooh, yeah.
What? Crab legs?
Yeah, but the king crab legs, the big chunks of legs.
King crab's good. Snow crab's even good. I don't think this is good as blue crab as far as flavor, but it's still good. It's really good. You know, king crab's good, but the snow crabs, I don't know. They're all right. Our casinos, man, they load up on all that stuff.
No, Drunky Jeff.
All right, Chef. We'll see you later.
I'm ready to call it too. It's been 2 hours.
So what's tomorrow's topic with Sal?
Bullshitting.
Just a general.
I don't know. I don't know. He hasn't sent me anything. So.
Oh man.
I don't even remember who he was. Just sitting there trying to think of who he even had last week.
Sal, he had Oh, I know. It was that God. I can't remember the guy's name. Had a beard, like a short beard. That guy was pretty cool. What was his name, Sal? What's his channel name? Oh, I know. Gorilla Barbecue.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Gorilla Joe.
Gorilla Joe.
Gorilla Joe. Yeah. I ain't never heard of that guy, but I loved he's kind of a small channel, but just listen to him talk, I was like, dang, he should be bigger than that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't really watched none of his videos, but just watching him on that live, you know?
Yeah, he was a part of the competition when Lance was in it.
Okay. Yeah. I remember Sal saying that he made him through that competition.
Yeah, first time I ever saw his channel, he was cooking a tri-tip brisket method. That was the very first video I ever seen of his. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he sounded like a real good guy.
He's an oil field worker.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, he's probably limited on time on doing these videos.
Yeah, he went from busy to busier for a long time now.
Yeah.
But he's picked up some sponsors, man. He's done well for his channel. I think he's over 3,000 subs now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about different pits and stuff he's gotten, which is, he's obviously getting some eyes on him.
One of the videos I like watching is that he and his dad had made a plow disc cooker.
Yeah, Discato.
Yeah. He's building one now himself, an offset stick burner, but that Discato that him and his dad built out of that old plow disc, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. $2.12 subs for Joe. Yeah, that sounds about right. I looked while he was interviewing him. I thought he might have been on up there, but
I thought he was higher than that. Doing better than me.
takes time.
Ooh. I still think I found another channel the other day. It's another female channel. It's a cooking channel. It's called Side Boob Cooking. Come on. How many freaking views do you think she's getting? Side boob. Side boob.
And they're not watching recipes either, watching the side boob.
Right. You gotta be kidding.
There is a channel out there, and I can't remember the name. It's a girl and her husband. He's always got kind of a black beard, and it's more of an outdoors channel, but she does cooking, and she's always wearing one of them tank tops, and you see most of her boob hanging out, most of it, on every video. And
that stuff, though,
Yeah, and that's how they're getting views. It's like, good gracious, man.
You get a big old sock and stuff it with something and put it in your drawers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ethel, did you see that man?
You shameless hussy.
We call the channel Big Toe Lance.
What did Randy say the other day? Amish table leg.
Yeah.
Side boob cooking. I used to can't get past the 30-second mark before I'm done. You know what?
I can't watch that.
She's got you and hundreds of thousands of others taking that 30-second, view.
Her analytics must suck.
That girl that rides that little, like a 1 year or 1 wheel battery packed unicycle thing, whatever the hell it is. You can take it off road and everything. She's doing all these gymnastic things, and she wears these hot pants for everything. I mean, she's a young girl. Well, she put out a video, and shit, in 8 hours, it's pushing, 21,000, 40-some thousand, depending on her outfit. It's crazy.
There used to be a channel as a woman. I can't remember the channel name, but she was naked other than an apron. She was naked. And all she had on was an apron. All the side boob you want, and side everything, really. And I cannot remember the name of that channel. I don't know if it's still up. But that was years ago. It was Naked something. The Naked Chef was that famous dude. I can't remember his name.
I'll pass on that one.
No, that was a TV show, The Naked Chef. You know who I'm talking about. He's got a YouTube channel, but he's also been on TV a lot. Come on, people. What's his name? Oliver?
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
Hang on. Hey, Siri, who was the Naked Chef?
Here's some information.
Jamie Oliver.
There you go.
British chef and media personality. I'm actually subscribed to him. He's been on YouTube forever too.
I don't get why channels like that get views. Porn is free.
Yeah.
In Texas, it's blonde.
No, I'm sort of waiting for the grease to splatter myself. Oh, it's like that one, the Banshee. What's she call him? Banshee woman or something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about, Banshee. Golly, that's been a few years back too.
Yeah, her husband just basically videos her. He's selling her out to
Yeah,
YouTube.
pretty much.
But she's I mean, she shoots a gun. She does everything.
Hmm.
Banshee woman outdoors or something like that.
It's so silly though. I mean, there's no substance there. Everybody's watching just to look at her. You know what I'm saying? And the way she's dressed and all that stuff. That's a damn shame, really. But yeah, man, you can go through your recommended if you watch one or two of them, and next thing you know, every short you see is some woman in a bikini or half naked. Hell, Facebook now is showing.
Damn
I couldn't
shame.
believe it. Huh?
Damn shame.
Yeah, Facebook. I don't know what I looked at, but now every time I go to Facebook, which isn't very much, is some woman nurse feeding a baby, and they're flopping it out. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, that's a natural thing, but my God, don't put it on social media, It's like, I don't want to watch it. They keep feeding it to me, though. Mama. Lance graduated from Playboy to YouTube videos.
Yeah. There's a lot of it out there.
Oh, God, yes. Everybody's trying to be a rock star.
Speaking of him, is he still doing videos?
Who?
So, John? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, John.
Yeah. I don't know how frequently, but I just watched one not long ago, matter of fact. No, I don't know. I'm getting where I watch less and less cooking videos because I'm so busy when I do have time to watch, but I ain't had time to even watch videos lately, Not like I used to. I used to sit in here all day watching them, but I've been trying to cut back on that. Do something,
You get wrapped up in these things real quick sometimes, and next thing you know, you've went from band camping, band to fishing, to freshwater fishing, to bass tournaments, to preppers and trains and cooking, and hours have gone by.
welding.
Yeah, welding.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that too. I got these days off. I'm gonna pull that welder out, and I'll take some pictures of it because I'd like to use that thing.
You talking about that Lincoln you got?
It's not a Lincoln. No, the Lincoln Tombstone. My brother-in-law came back and got it.
Yeah, that's right.
He had a exhaust manifold, cracked exhaust manifold. He welded up on an old Studebaker he sold.
Okay.
But I've got like a little 110 MIG. It has the gas bottle and everything on it.
Okay.
And
so you already got a MIG? Cause we were talking about that the other night.
I don't know that I remember the guy borrowed it from me. He had it for like, I don't even know, over 5 years before I ever got it back from him. But when he brought it back with the little bottle of gas. It's probably maybe 16 inches tall. And he said he was having feed problems. He put a new spool wire on there and bought new tips for the gun. And he could get it to work, but it just wasn't consistent. So I thought maybe if I may have passed by some of these experienced welder guys here that they might have suggestions. I don't even know. I'm assuming that a lot of that stuff is I don't want to say generic, but standard from one welder to the next. In other words, so if you need some type of orifice for the handle, they're all 360.
Yeah, probably so, because I know TIG whips or TIG torches, cups, and all the consumables. You can put them now. You got different size torches, but like mine's a 17 torch. But across the board, all these different cups and gas lenses and collet bodies, as long as it's made for a 17 torch, it don't matter where it comes from, it's going to work. And the same thing for a number 9 torch or a 26 torch, same thing. But so yeah, I would think so on a MIG gun.
Yeah, I'll get it out and let you look at it because I'm curious to what I can weld with it. Because I want to do some body repair panels on my pickup truck.
Yeah.
The outer rockers, I want to do those.
Well, that's the right machine to do it with because they're known for welding the real thin metal. I can do it with TIG, but I would have to use, if it's real thin, I'd have to use that pulse function, which means it gets hot and cold constantly. It pulses to where you just don't sit there and burn a hole in it, if it's that thin.
So maybe up to 1/4 inch thick steel, or is that be too much for that MIG?
I don't know. It depends on I'm sure it would do up to 1/4, should, Most of them MIG machines, decent ones anyway, if you drop that panel down like where you put your spool, a lot of time they got a chart in there and it tells you where to put your settings for whatever thickness the metal is. It tells you. I'm not saying yours does, but I'm just saying the better ones do. That comes from the manufacturer. It's a guideline anyway. It gets you in the ballpark. You can fine tune it from there.
Yeah, I'll get it pulled out. All I remember is that it's yellow in color.
Yellow. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
ESOB.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I bought it probably back in a 19 and man, I don't know, early 1990s, 1995.
Okay. They come a long way with all that stuff. And the MIG machines you can buy. I was reading AJ's thing about a Harbor Freight. Even their machines nowadays with this inverter technology and stuff like that, they weld decent, man.
Technology is shared so much. Simon, I gotta go let him out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end it. It's 2.5 hours already, so
he's already over here letting me know. Dude,
yeah.
Remember me?
Yeah, I'm feeling that my eyes are getting heavy.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks for helping me out, Lance. Russ, thanks for being here.
Anytime.
See y'all next week. Actually, I'll see y'all tomorrow on South Live.
Yeah, I'll check y'all out.
I think it's 9 p.m. tomorrow night, my time. Central.
Probably so. It was 10 my time.
Yeah.
I think he does go at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Y'all have a good night.
Later, guys.
Yes.